guys! So I am so excited to share that I had my Bohemian themed baby shower this past weekend, and I want to let you guys in on the special details. One thing that I loved about this baby shower is, number one, it was unisex. My first baby shower that I had with my son Cree, it was not. So I just wanted to do something different and invite the fellas, the guys, and invite my husband. And we both collectively decided to host it at Il Festeo. And one of the main reasons why we chose this restaurant is because of the scenery. The theme is a Bohemian theme, and they had these beautiful trees. And when I saw trees, I was like, oh my gosh, I can put so much stuff in these trees. So there were like dream catchers in there. We put lights in there with some flowers hanging down. It was just so whimsical, so dreamy, and so romantic. We decided on a Bohemian theme because we wanted to pay tribute to our daughter's name. I'm such a nut. And the name is very grounded. And we feel like the Bohemian theme would work perfect with what her name is gonna be. And you guys will know that soon, once she's here and once she's arrived. And even her nursery is gonna have those same kind of tones and colors that we used for the baby shower. And do you guys wanna see a nursery reveal? Let me know in the comments below. I worked alongside with Mindy Weiss, who is an event party planner. She is amazing. She has done my son's first birthday party. She also did my husband and I's renewals. She's really been a part of the family, and I trust her with my visions. So to achieve this bohemian look, we had these really cool, long, rustic wooden tables, and up under the tables were these cool kind of magical rugs that had like pink hues on them. Because you know, we're having a girl, so I did want to add little elements of pink in there. I didn't want it to be like pink everywhere, like pink, 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 pink. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just I didn't want that for us. So there were a lot of like neutral tones. Another way that we kind of gave tribute to the Bohemian theme is the entrance to the party. The florist did this incredible teepee made of wood sticks and greenery, like some shrubs, and it was just so incredibly beautiful. And not only that, there was another area or a section in the restaurant where there were twigs that spelled out baby girl. And that was where we did a lot of our photos. I just thought it was just so cool and such a great touch to the whole bohemian style and theme to our baby shower. I love flowers. There were flowers on the table, there were flowers in the trees, there were flowers hanging from the walls, and there were also flowers on the cake. I just thought that that would be a great, beautiful touch. I wanted a really nice, organic, rustic feel to it. And I felt like these flowers really added to that vibe. One flower in particular, they're called proteas, and they're just really wild and cool and interesting looking. And I just thought it was so beautiful. And around those flowers, we had candles. I love natural light. I just feel like it just adds some sort of organic, rustic vibe. It was just, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. We added faux fur onto the benches, and it was just really cool, really pretty, a nice kind of accent to that. Another great detail on the table were the vintage goblets. I liked that they had a little bit of a pink hue to them. What I also loved were that they weren't all matchy-matchy, creating some sort of organic vibe. With the place settings, we added crystals. Each guest got a crystal on top of their place setting, and they were all different hues. Some were light pink, some had a little bit of a darker tone to it, and my goal was for them to take them home. If you know me, I'm a huge yogi. My husband and myself were really kind of into that whole kind of wellness vibe. So adding the crystals, it's like adding another touch of who my husband and I and who we are. My son, this is hilarious. When we first get to the restaurant, that was the one thing that he went to right away. Like he ran to the crystals because he doesn't see them as crystals. He's 6 and he sees them as rocks. He started collecting all of them and putting them in his pocket. He was like, Mommy, look how many rocks I found. I was like, no, Creed, those aren't yours. You gotta put them back on the table. The guest list. You can't have a party without your guests. My dad was there, my mom was there, my sister was there, my brothers. I had family, I had friends, I had some friends who are YouTubers. The people who came to our party, my husband and myself, we consider them as our tribe. A lot of our friends who were there were also at our wedding, like almost 10 years ago. Also who was there was our son, Cree. We so wanted him to be involved in welcoming his little sister. I mean, our son is a G. He stayed out. He was hanging with everybody. He was such a good boy. He had such a great time. I feel like a lot of baby showers, including my first, it usually happens in the daytime, or it's usually like a brunch setting, but I wanted to do something different. I wanted to have an evening baby shower. Kind of a little excuse to dress up a little. So, being 9 months pregnant. Oh my gosh, it's hard to find clothes that fit. What was so great about this dress is Monique from Chic Bump Club. She actually made this dress specifically for me, and she came up with this line because she feels the same way that I do, and probably a lot of other pregnant women. We like to go out too. We like to have a great time and dress up and go to, classy events, but, there's not a lot of options out there for us to wear. So she created these beautiful fancy gowns that pregnant women can wear. I told her the theme of it. I wanted it to be, ethereal and just very whimsical and magical. And I was so happy with the dress. And not only that, I wanted my hair to have flowers in my hair. I just wanted to feel and look like a princess. We all know how much I love a great cocktail, and I haven't been able to drink during this pregnancy, but I wanted my guests to. I wanted them to, enjoy themselves and have a great time. So we had cocktail hour, and after cocktail hour, everybody started to sit down and it was time to eat. So I wanted to make sure that the restaurant was a great restaurant that had great options and great food. And we had a 3-course meal. Of course, this is an Italian restaurant, so the dishes were fresh and Italian recipes. After the first course was served, my husband got up and he started to give this speech.
So I really thank you and appreciate everyone for coming.
I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet. Corey's like talking to the crowd. I will say this though, I was like, usually that's my role. Usually I'm the one that's getting up and like saying, thank you guys for showing up, blah, 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 blah. So when my husband decided to do that, I was like, oh wow, look at him go. This is awesome, this is great. And then he decided to surprise me with a special guest. He kind of tried to distract me. He was like, yeah, Tia, look that way. And I'm like, why is he saying look that way? But, I was like, okay, fine, I'll look this way. And then as I turned this way to my left, I see Kenny Lattimore. And I just gasp. I'm like, oh my gosh. And Kenny Lattimore is a famous singer. He's very famous for the song For You. For You was the song that I walked down the aisle to, and Kenny Lattimore sang live with a band, this song. And so when I saw him come in, I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Why is he here? And then Kenny Lattimore started to give this speech about,
I am here as a reminder of his love and the 10 years.
And I just lost it. I was like, oh my gosh. I almost went into labor. I was like, how am I gonna get through this? And guys, now you see why I've been married to my husband for 10 years and why we've been together for almost 19. He's so thoughtful and so romantic. There was not a dry eye in the house. My mom was crying, my dad was crying. I will remember that for the rest of my life. I love throwing parties, and what's so funny is I'm a nurturer at heart. I want the guests to just have a great time, and so we had these really cute games that were kind of set up throughout the party. One game in particular was a game where guests had to guess our baby girl's name. And what we did was we had this really cool kind of string hanging from the trees, and then the guests had to write whatever they thought that the baby girl's name was. They were like really cute names. I was like, uh-oh, these names are good. I'm a huge fan of dream catchers, and another game involved a dream catcher where you would create this kind of like artistic dream catcher with the guests' fingerprints. I thought that was just like so cute and just such an interactive way to kind of get involved. We had a henna tattoo artist there, and so many people loved this. I've seen some of my friends after the party and they still have their henna tattoo on, which is so cool. It's kind of like a little stamp too of, you know, I was at Tia's baby shower. It was another nice touch to the bohemian style and just to be interactive. Of course, this is, you know, a baby shower to celebrate our baby girl, but I wanted to give back to our guests. On the table were these little boxes, and when you opened up the box, they had these really cool bracelets. These bracelets are from Little Word Project, which I fell in love with because basically what it is, it's a bracelet with an inspirational word on it. And when you wear the bracelet, you embrace the word. And once you feel like you've conquered that word, you pass that bracelet along to someone else. I actually have a friend who wants to have a baby, and she's been having a hard time. And since I've now become, you know, a mama to a baby girl and my son, I'm gonna pass this along to her and hope that this word becomes an inspiration for her and that she will one day become a mama. I'm an inspirational person. I love to inspire and to uplift people, and I wanted that to be a part of my baby shower as well. So thank you, Little Words Project, for helping me out with that. I am so happy that you guys got to experience this wonderful journey with me. I mean, this is like the first time I've ever invited cameras into intimate moments of my life, and I wanted to share this with you guys. We have become family. I just wanted you to be a part of such a wonderful experience, and I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I can't wait for you guys to meet my baby girl. Let me know what you guys think of the shower. Let me know what some of your favorite moments were, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye.